Housing is a hot button issue nationwide, and the same is true in Maryland, especially on the Eastern Shore. Lots of debate at the state level where Eastern Shore representatives are trying to balance the need for housing with considerations specific to the shore. Delegate Tom Hutchinson says typical housing conversations at the state level have more urban and mass transit locations in mind, and oftentimes the more rural areas of the Eastern Shore are left out.
When we balance housing in the Eastern Shore, I got to look at it in a balance to infrastructure, particularly around, wastewater, sewage facilities. Can we really handle the impact of that much additional housing coming over into the Eastern Shore?
One piece of legislation, the Maryland Certainty Act of 2026, would allegedly streamline the approval process for housing and more heavily involve local governments in the approval process. Delegate Cherie Sample Hughes, a proponent of the legislation, says the bill would get rid of fees that slow down production.
That way we can really curtail some of the added expenses that are put on when houses are being built. And sometimes that has been the case where all these fees start to incur before the project is totally completed.
Sample Hughes says housing is a main concern for her constituents, especially as prices surge. She says voices from local government are essential to keep the conversation tailored to each area. Reporting in Annapolis, I'm Andrea Duran for WMDT, because local matters.
The Maryland Housing Certainty Act has legislation in each chamber and has been referred to the Economic Matters Committee in the House with a hearing set for Thursday at 1 p.m.